It's the Sit Down Zumock SDZ podcast in full effect, live and direct. How's it going? It's me, the Z-Man, Florida's greatest, Florida's most wanted, the Lawson's chip dip consumer, the 2.4 GPA general studies major, the man in black, the captain himself, the Z-Man, chad-zumock. Joining me in his automobile is Tyler.
What's
Tyler,
up? Yeah, you can see a nice car seat behind me.
It's always an adventure. Like, where's he going to be each week? Is he going to be in a basement? Is he going to be in a backyard? Is he going to be in a car?
I could have sat outside, but like I'm terrified of the birds now.
Well, we'll get right into it because I got a mail. I got some mail. Let's dip into the mailbag. You can always contact me through my website, chadzumock.com, or directly on Patreon. This person is not on Patreon, and they want to make it specifically clear they're never going to join our Patreon.
Ooh.
Yeah, a guy named Todd emails me saying your show is dog shit. You're both are uninformed, and the fact you just did a whole broadcast with birds in the background just shows to show you guys are amateurs. I'm never going to sign up for your Patreon. This is a terrible podcast. You guys should quit. And that was the email I got.
Well, the nice thing about it is he stuck around for the entire podcast to know that the birds were indeed there throughout the whole thing, you know?
Yeah.
We definitely are misinformed.
Sure.
We've been over this.
Yeah, you're dealing with two idiots. Like, I don't know what you're trying to do here. Like, you know, we barely fact check. We just go off what we hear. We read headlines. You know, and you know, sometimes we get it, sometimes we don't. I don't know what to say. I mean, you know, thanks for listening, I guess, because he listened.
Right. I mean, yeah, exactly.
And you don't have to sign up to the Patreon. I like that it helps me. But you don't have to. There's no obligation to.
I wonder, like, how did he ever even stumble across the podcast? What was his name? Todd?
Yeah.
Todd, if you're listening and if you could reach out a second time, let us know how you even stumbled across it in the first place.
Yeah, because I'm always curious where people are listening or how they found out about it, or where, you know, are they fans of mine from back in the day in Cleveland radio, from Kevin's podcast? Did you hear me on the Honeydew? I don't know. Just let me know. I want to know. I'm curious. And you can always listen for free on iTunes, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Spotify. Hit the subscribe button, and you don't have to. Too, you could do like Todd did and say we fucking suck and we're just amateurs, and you could do that too.
That's correct. Well, thanks, Todd.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Todd. This is a segment of the show I want to start doing each week. It's called Let's Look at Tim Dillon's Patreon numbers. And it continues to go forward. $220,000 a month. That's pretty good. That's not bad. He's got 43,451 Patreons. I need to get a fifth of this. You know what's funny is I've known Tim for a long time, and I watch these comics get famous and rich and famous, and then they get to a point where you can't talk to them anymore. I mean, you can talk to them, but
right,
they're not returning the texts as much, and they're going into a new world, and I gotta wait for them to come back down, and sometimes they don't come back down.
Right. Well, it doesn't look like he is coming back down.
Yeah, he just continues to grow.
It's incredible. I wonder, do you know like how he's spending the money? Because he's not dumb. He's not a dumb guy, so I don't think he's blowing it on bullshit, you know?
He likes to travel, so he likes to stay in nice hotels, and he loves going out to eat. I know that's a big thing. He's down here in the Tampa area all the time.
Yeah.
I think he has some friends and some connections down here. But good on him. Good on him. I will never frown upon people's success. So I know some people get bitter and jealous and angry. Like, for example, I just found out Bobby Kelly is shooting his special down here in St. Pete on the 7th, May 7th, and Louis C.K. is directing it.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. So I'm going to go support because that's awesome. And good on Bobby. That's a good business decision. I will not frown upon that. But yeah, so I don't know. Yeah. So sign up to the Patreon so we can catch Tim Dillon. We're on his ass.
Yeah, we're right behind him.
All right, let's get to some topics here. You sent me all the topics. I was like, I can't one up Tyler. He's got them all.
I mean, I've been looking.
Yeah, you got all the good shit, including this one. According to the New York Post, animal rights protester in ref jersey storms the court at a Minnesota Timberwolves playoff game. And I guess there's some video here of, I don't know. I don't want to get striked on YouTube, so I'm going to put this one out for free.
Okay.
So
yeah. There's a video you can easily find it if you just type in like Minnesota Timberwolves protest, and like, so there's two. Like the first one was some girl that it wasn't. I'm sure there is a video. I didn't see a video.
It's a female,
right? Well, yeah,
she got fucked up too.
So this one, she gets fucked up like right away, right? Like she barely makes it onto the court before the security guard.
Like the dude was like
a proper tackle.
The dude was tackle. He was watching her. He had his eye on her.
For sure. And then the other one that happened before that one was like some dumb bitch chained herself to the basketball hoop. It's like, what I don't understand is how does the Minnesota Timberwolves associate with like this animal rights protest?
An animal rights protester wearing an NBA referee jersey stormed the court during the Minnesota Timberwolves. So she was wearing a referee jersey. Thought she was just going to blend in.
Yeah.
And this is the third protest removed from the court in 10 days. What's with people running on the fucking court? Like, dude, it never ends well.
Why there?
What's the success rate? I've never seen somebody run the court where it just worked out.
I just don't understand why you're protesting for animal rights at the Minnesota. Like, there's got to be a reason.
Timberwolves.
I'm misinformed.
I just think people are just fucking stupid, and I've never had the urge to run on the court or a field or anything. It just
it says 3 days earlier, another woman from the organization glued her wrist to the court during the second quarter. For what?
Why don't they go to the Bobcats? You know, like, is they have a problem with Timberwolves or something? I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand the relation there. Glenn Taylor roasts animals alive. Who's Glenn Taylor?
No clue. Glenn Taylor. Sounds like a bass player from
former member of the Minnesota State Senate. So that's why they're doing. But like, does he own anything with the Timberwolves? I don't
know, but she's a fucking idiot.
It's a bad protest, I think.
Yeah, they're not getting shit done. Like the awareness is not out there. I'm not going to look into this more in depth because she ran out on a court.
The only way they're going to get people to look more into it is if there's better tackles than that one. That's a great tackle. Yeah, I like watching people get fucked up doing stupid shit. My favorite is when they had the big brawl in the Detroit. You remember the whole like the brawl? There was a Netflix documentary that's pretty good. I'm missing the fucking thing. Todd's gonna be pissed because I'm not informed. God damn it! That big brawl with Ron Artest, and it was the Indiana Pacers versus the Detroit Pistons. And all the players were running in the stands. Players were running on the court. Pistons brawl 2004. The Malice at the Palace. Malice in the Palace. Yeah, it was. I was watching that game live. I was on the phone, literally, with Trevor Huffman, Kent State's all-time leading scorer. I remember exactly where I was. I was living with Mike Polk. I was upstairs. I lived in the attic. I had the whole upstairs to myself. I was on my computer and I was watching the game live on ESPN. I go, and because our friend John Edwards had played for the Pacers.
and he went to Kent
Nice.
State University. And I'm talking to Trevor. I was like, holy shit, dude, Ron Artest just ran in the stands. I go, turn on ESPN. And it just went crazy. But that was my favorite because I think in that moment, the players got what they wanted. They got to beat the shit out of some white dudes.
Right.
And the fans got to, run on the court and get hit. But
ratings went up, right? I mean, who doesn't want to see that?
But I've told the story before, but that was the greatest thing that happened to my buddy John Edwards because they were about to cut him, the Pacers. He was just some 7-foot center. Now they're down to 6 players and they have to keep him.
Yeah.
So he starts the very next game against Sacramento and he has to guard Chris Webber. And he ends up doing pretty well. And he got, I think, a $2 million contract from the Atlanta Hawks because of it.
Nice.
So it made his professional career longer. So that actually helped him.
Good for him.
Yeah.
I wonder if he provoked it. He's like, this guy's talking a lot of shit. You should pay attention.
He wasn't saying shit. He was just like, Dad, he was just sitting there on the bench going, you know what? It's almost over.
It's almost, this is it.
By the way, I'm in talks with my buddy Trevor Huffman to do a special Kent State podcast because he has a book out about that amazing Elite Eight run when he played with Antonio Gates and they almost went to the Final Four.
Yeah.
So he wrote a whole book about the experience. And I want to help get the word out about it. So
that's fun.
Yeah. Let's move on here. We got this is trending on Twitter. Elon Musk buys Twitter. He bought the whole fucking thing. He owns it. The left they're fucking going crazy. They're announcing that they're leaving Twitter like nobody gives a shit. But I want to know where you stand on this, on Elon Musk buying Twitter. People are saying he should have bought, fed the homeless. Every time something happens like this. I think, go ahead.
What, like, who cares?
Yeah.
The guy, he's the fucking richest man in the world, as far as we know. Like, if he wants to spend his money on Twitter or if he wants to spend it at a strip club, who cares? You're not allowed to go tell someone else how to spend their fucking money. And I think, if there's someone who's going to run Twitter, the way that you think you should, not kicking people off and shit like that, it would be Elon Musk. Him and his Asperger's just won't allow it. But one of the first things that Elon said was just letting the homeless stay in the headquarters in San Francisco or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a good deed. He said, since people don't want to show up to work anyways.
I look at it like this. I look at it like this guy obviously cares about the country and our First Amendment rights and freedom of speech. And it's obvious that these big tech companies, these social media companies are deplatforming people. They're trying to control the narrative. If you don't fall in line, there are people there's terrorists literally on Twitter and President Donald Trump can't be on it. There's people it's the hypocrisy of it's just insanity.
Well, that's the other interesting thing about it is that Trump says that even if Elon lets him back on, he's not going to do it. He's not going to come back on Twitter because he wants his platform to
Truth Social.
Yeah.
Which isn't really doing much of anything.
No,
Former U.S. President Donald Trump said on Monday that he will not return to social media platform Twitter, even if the account is reinstated following the platform's purchase by billionaire Elon Musk. Trump told Fox News that he will formally join his own Truth Social startup over the next 7 days as planned. I'm not going to Twitter. I'm going to stay on Truth, Trump told Fox News. I hope Elon buys Twitter because he'll make improvements to it, and he's a good man, and I'm going to be saying that in Truth. I think that's a good move on his end. Just people lose their fucking minds because of his tweets, and I think it's it doesn't bother me at all, but people are just outraged in their headlines, and it's probably good. Just go over to your own thing.
But I would still place a bet that if Elon lets Trump's account like to be reactivated or whatever the proper terminology is, I would place a bet that within 12 months, Trump will be back on Twitter.
You think?
Of course, it's just too hard to stay away.
He likes the action. He likes it.
It's too hard to stay away.
I do that too. I get somebody the other day says, I thought you quit Twitter and you were just going to be Patreon only. I do that for like cleanses. Like I never say I'm done with Twitter forever. I'm like, I just got to get away from it. Like you're not
Well,
on
it's nothing
there.
better than like finally being back on Twitter where you have like your most followers in one place. Like, so if you're back on there, then you can push truth on Twitter's platform. Like there's more than one reason for you to go back on Twitter. So I think you would.
And as a businessman, that's the statement he has to make because he's just started this thing. He had no idea Elon was going to purchase Twitter. It is funny watching all these blue check marks lose their fucking minds because, you know, now because they had the game rigged. They had it all rigged.
I'm honestly surprised people are like pissed about this.
People are stupid. They're just dumb people.
Literally don't see the problem.
You're not allowed to have your own voice. You're not allowed to have your own opinion. You got to fall in with the narrative. You got to just go in line. You got to be sheep. That's what they're trying to program. And they've been cheating for a long, long time. And that's why that this is a big win. It's a big win.
If anything, it makes me want to get a Twitter. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to. The only reason I would at this point is because he's spending $45 billion to buy Twitter. The only reason I'd want to go on there is to get enough followers to get a blue check mark, only to be able to tweet at Elon asking him to buy me the Cleveland Browns for shits and giggles. Because it seems like something Elon would do. Elon spends $2 billion to buy a fucking 31-year-old, the Cleveland Browns. When we asked him why, all he did was retweet LOL. You know, that's exactly what Elon would do. Like, yeah, that's kind of funny.
I mean, you think about what he's done so far, like with that, what's a space company X? What is it? SpaceX. I mean, he's literally building better equipment than NASA.
Yeah. Well, NASA's using him. They're using it now.
And then he goes and creates the electric car. That's just fucking huge. I mean, the guy, I hear he doesn't even have a fucking college degree. And
does he not? It wouldn't surprise me, but it's well, can aliens go to school? He's not from here. It takes a lot for someone who owns SpaceX to go ahead and say, hey, we need to figure out how to produce more gasoline on our own at this point, unfortunately, because we all gotta kind of stop getting shit from Russia. Like, for someone to say that instead of just like kind of sit back is it says a lot. And then furthermore, for him to go on and challenge Putin to a UFC fight, it's just fucking hilarious again.
Would you say he's the most powerful man in the world?
Musk, for sure. He think has so. To be.
I mean, he's the most powerful man, without a doubt.
I would say the most powerful man, like maybe most would like influential be the word, because like he's not, like there's probably people out there like dictators and shit like that. They'll just kill you. So kind of like you have to listen to them. But he's like, I think the one that most people want to listen to rather than like, well, Putin's my president, so I have to, Right. Yeah. I just think it's hilarious watching all these people that are just sheep fucking losing their minds and they have to announce they're leaving. I'm leaving. I'm deactivating my account. Good. Bye. I still can't fucking believe that. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Yeah. I wish I could don't quit. Like Musk, or is there do they think they're going to be spammed with fucking Tesla and SpaceX ads? I don't understand. No, they just, because it's rigged. It's rigged. That's where their voice is heard, and they're a lot of news comes from Twitter, and they realize they can't persuade and manipulate anymore. That's the reason. They realize that. So it's just a fear that you're going to let back these Trump thumpers, basically. Yes. And they think people with opinions that aren't their own, which they frown upon. If you're free of an opinion and free of thought, and it doesn't fall in line, and that's a big problem to them. You can't have a difference. You can't
you can't see the other way or you're a piece of shit.
Like, I don't even have a Twitter, but I could probably make a video that I could share with those people that show them how to mute or block that person that they're upset with.
It's not good enough.
Like, what the fuck is the problem?
You can't disagree with these people. You can't have another opinion. You're the devil. You're a piece of shit. You should be canceled. Your career should be taken away. You should, that's how they think. They're crazy. They're fucking insane.
I don't get it.
Which leads me to this story that you sent me. My governor, Ron DeSantis, Florida, possibly future president. We'll see. I don't know. I think Trump's running again. Ron DeSantis attacks on Disney may violate First Amendment. What's going on with this, Tyler? You sent me this. I saw it. It's in my own backyard. I'm about an hour and 15 minutes from Disney World.
See, I don't, all I know is that Disney's very, very woke.
Yes.
At this point. Like the shit that they're doing, like trying to change or like this one right here is like retheming of Splash Mountain to disassociate its connection to the inspiration of the ride, the 1946 film Song of the South. So like that's in which a former slave tells African folk tales. And so they're like, fuck, we need to change this whole thing. And it doesn't just stop there, right? It's a revamped Pirates of the Caribbean. It's removed the ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls greeting.
That's insane.
They're just like change. It's like they've gone too far, I think. Like, and a lot of this, like, is Disney's, like, I think there's some sort of stance against the don't say gay bill. This part I'm guessing about it, but basically DeSantis revoked their special tax status. What that means exactly, I don't fucking know.
I think he just came in and basically said, hey, we're going to run it like every fucking business in Florida.
So the special tax status, it's meant that the theme park could make its own decisions on the planning and permitting process for construction on its property, levy taxes to pay for its own fire and medical response services, and even generate some of its own electricity. So basically he's just saying, like, no, you're not your own fucking state within my state.
Yeah.
You're a business here.
If you want to go woke, take your talents to Georgia. Get the fuck out.
Right. Right.
I don't know where you stand with Ron DeSantis, but I know he's heavily criticized on the left. One thing I like about this guy, there's a lot of things I like about him. He just gets shit done. It's not all just, he makes things happen. He's signing shit. He's making decisions. And that's what you want in your leaders. And he does it from with no emotion, just logically. He just looks at the facts, he looks at the data, and he makes a decision. One of my favorite videos is when he goes to that school and there's all those kids standing behind him with masks. He's like, take those off. Stop it. Enough of this theater. But it's true. He's just like, what the fuck are we doing? That's why I selfishly don't want him running the country, because I like how he governs.
You like where he's at. Well, and so I don't think Trump's going to run again. And I could be totally wrong about it.
I think he is. I don't think
he will. And I think DeSantis will. And I think DeSantis will win.
I think DeSantis should run. I think Trump I think he's hilarious, but he just brings way too much chaos, and the left hates his fucking guts, and they'll do anything to, like, including a global virus, just to get him out. I mean, they hate him. And I mean, I like that he fights back, and I like that he's polarizing. I also like chaos, but Ron DeSantis is like, he's like a calmer version, and he's a quality dude. He's a Yale grad. He's smart as fuck, family man. He's from Florida, and he makes great decisions, and that's what you want in a leader.
Right. Yeah. I just I don't even really have a reasoning on why I don't think Trump will run again, other than just doesn't want to deal with it. But that's out of character for him. Of course he'd want to deal with it.
He loves being the president. He loves being the president. He loves that.
Yeah. So I don't know. How old is he now? 77, something like that?
78, 77, somewhere. But that doesn't matter. Like most presidents age while they're in office.
Yeah,
he doesn't.
He did not. Yeah, I know.
I mean, he came up through chaos through New York, so he's used to it. This is what he does. Chaos.
Yeah.
And
I don't know.
but he's also has the narcissistic behavior. And that last election, I don't care where you stand, it was rigged. They wanted him out. Everybody wanted him out. He was fucking with everybody's money. Republicans, Democrats, other countries. He came in, he tried to run it like a legit business. And that's just this, everyone's getting paid somehow, and he fucked everyone's money. So they wanted him gone. And I really do believe, I'm not going to go full Gino Bisconte. Well, actually I am. I'm going to go Tim Dillon conspiracy theory on this. Let's get the Patreon. I really do believe the global COVID virus was to get Trump out of office. I think he was fucking money in China. I think it was just like everybody was in on this. We got to get this fucker out of here. So they fucked up our world just to get rid of him.
That would be insane, because then if he does run and win, then what would they be willing to do a second time?
Oh yeah.
That's interesting.
So they had to just set the world on fire to get this guy out of there. And
see, but the reason that I would disagree with that is because like China keeps locking itself up. I don't know. Maybe China enjoys doing that anyways, right?
China loves controlling their people.
Yeah, it's true. So yeah, what am I saying? Yeah, they needed to kind of thin the herd too, anyways, over there, so it was like win-win for them.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of fucking people over there. All right. This is a fun story you sent to me. North Carolina woman wins $2,500 and wants to open a tire shop for her dad. So this chick in North Carolina, won the scratch off lottery ticket and wants to open up a tire shop for her father, which is a nice sentiment.
How's that the move though?
The 26-year-old dental assistant then scratched off a ticket with her mother. And I was like, oh my God, this can't be true. I couldn't believe it. She realized she had just won all that money. We're not prepared for all of this. We're just happy. Navarro cashed her ticket in on Monday, walked away. Oh, they took a big chunk out of taxes.
Yeah, they did, right?
$177,000.
Yeah, she walks out
interstate federal tax withholding. Navarro said her father currently works in construction, but wants to help him start his own tire shop with the winnings. Listen, he
didn't have any higher dreams than that. That was it. Fucking tires.
He fucking loves tires, man. Don't shit on this guy's dream.
Over here you got the slicks. Over here you got the white walls, and these ones are good in the rain. These ones are good in any month.
Tires, baby. Yeah, everyone has a weird thing. I used to work with a guy back in Cleveland on MMS. He was on a Rover show named Jeffrey. His son was obsessed with ceiling fans. Like he owns like a shitload of ceiling fans and draws them. But that's his thing.
Really?
Ceiling fan conventions. This kid, it's like a whole thing, and it's a whole weird world, but that was his thing. So maybe tires is this guy's thing. Jesus. You don't have a thing? What's your thing?
I don't really have a thing other than like the thing that I would want to do for work. Is that or just like hobby?
What would you do if you won the lottery?
I like for a long time, nothing. I would be fucking lazy.
Yeah.
Like I am American after all. Yeah, I don't know. I would reinvest it in myself with like the podcasting stuff and all that. I would be able to actually be in something better than a car right now. And that sort of thing. Like I'm hesitant to say media company, but because my focus would be podcasts. I just think that that's the best route for media right now. Then would you consider of rebranding and starting Frijon Media? No, I would not. No. I walked away from that shit.
Whatever happened to that girl, Sam?
I don't know. She's still out there somewhere. I assume she's doing fine.
Yeah. So you just pretty much lost touch completely?
Yeah, almost with all of them. All but a few I talk to every once in a while. But once you move away and have a family and kids and shit, you're just, you're not working together every day anymore. And
yeah, I
whatever.
noticed that. I was just thinking the other day, like there's friends, legit people I know really, really well. I was like, man, I haven't talked to him like in 6 years. And you have
Right.
fond memories,
Yeah.
but I just realized 6 years has gone by. I have 2 high school friends, or 3 high school friends that live in Tampa. We all got together for last year's Super Bowl, the one Tom Brady won. No, the year before that. And I haven't seen them since. And they live right here. And I grew up with these guys. Like I went to high school and junior high school, and his my buddy John's wife, Megan, like I knew her since she was like in 7th grade, and they live here. And we just live our lives.
Cause it's almost like a hassle too, though. Cause it's like this, like, all right, I'm going to have to be invested in like this whole first meetup of like catching up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's where it's like, do I really care? And
yeah.
And how much of my shit should I be sharing with this person that I haven't seen for that long anyways? Right? Like, do I make myself sound awesome, or like, what the fuck do you do?
Yeah.
So like anybody for me, it's like, oh, I'll go play golf with you. And that's my move.
I've been really good as of late to keep, like, there's a lot of stuff I do not share publicly because there's evil people out there that really want to take you down. And so there's a sense of mystery of the things I do. I don't tell anybody. It's just like, I live like a real private life. Like if I'm in a relationship with a girl, I don't talk about it. I don't put it out there. Like it's just because people really will go out of their way to try to fuck you over. There was this troll. He was a former comic. I've talked about him on podcasts. His name's Brad Thacker. And I did a gig with him like 10 years ago. Never did anything to this kid. And one day he just went out of his way, just attacking me, trolling me. He was fucking with me, just fucking with my life. And it was just very scary because I was like, number one, we don't know each other that well. And number two, the amount of effort you're putting into this is very fucking scary. But I got a lot of like background information on this dude. And yeah, it's just, yeah, I purposely won't put everything out there anymore. I'm not doing it.
Yeah. Where does that come from for some people? Like their lives are that empty, or they're like, I need to take someone down.
Yeah. Well, he's always like, even when I knew him, he was always a troll. He was always trolling people. But I think now he's just one of these angry ex-comics. And I've seen it happen so many fucking times. These comics who just never did it or never, put the effort in, never got ahead. They become bitter and frustrated and they start shitting on other people and because they're doing it still. And I've seen it so many times, or they think we box them out from something, or they think they're better than you. And it comes from a very empty place. And, with this guy, I think he has some sexual problems with his, I think there's a lot of issues going on. He's like one of those, like, he smokes weed nonstop. So he's probably not even in reality.
Okay. Yeah. I've been there.
Yeah. So he
smokes so much that things aren't making sense.
Yeah. But he thinks he's sober. He's one of those guys who preaches sobriety because he doesn't drink.
It's Cali sober.
Yeah, I've heard that. You're fucked up. Speaking of weed, what a great transition is this?
Yeah, look at that.
I actually heard about this the other day. Of course, Florida's bride catering served marijuana-laced food. Longwood, Florida. Where the hell is that? A 42-year-old Florida bride and her 31-year-old caterer are accused of serving food laced with marijuana to unsuspecting guests at a wedding reception. The woman was arrested Monday following an investigation by the Seminole County Sheriff's Office, according to court records. Both women are charged with tampering and delivering marijuana they later found are bonded out of jail. Investigators said the arrest affidavit that the guests had begun feeling ill the February 19th event at the clubhouse Longwood, which is near Orlando. Okay, now I know where it's at. The report says 30 to 40 people attended the event. Several people said they felt stoned and were taken to the hospital for treatment. You get treatment for feeling stoned?
It depends on who you are. If
Like,
you're the fucking mother-in-law,
like how do you
like,
how do you get treatment for being stoned?
you don't. I mean, you would go there and then they would be like, the vending machine's over there. In about 10 minutes, you're going to want it. But we're not going to admit you. It's weed.
Samples of food, including chocolate-covered strawberries, pudding shot desserts, and lasagna, were collected and later tested positive for THC.
So, like, depending on how much weed that, like, people got really, really fucked up then. Like, as far as like edibles go and like doing it that way, like, people probably like ate a good amount of food, right?
I mean, they were at a wedding reception, man. I think they try to assist in making
But
this wedding.
the article doesn't say whether or not the husband knew about this, like the groom.
Like he maybe pulled a prank, like he pulled it.
Like
Ari.
the groom stayed safe. Like he doesn't look like he got arrested.
He kind of like what Ari slipped Bert that what do you give him, Molly or something? And then Bert completely overreacted and was a baby about it. Hey, I look at it like this. These catering people, they're like, you want to have fun at a wedding? We know how to do it. So they assisted. They assisted.
Yeah. I like the catering. It's kind of whatever. It's that was totally the bride's choice. So
yeah, they want to party.
If I were there alone, I'd be like, all right, whatever. But I'd also like, it's something that you want to know heading into it, and I'll still say yes. But because if you're just like hit with this weird feeling, you're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
It feels like I'm high, but how do I get confirmation that I'm high? Who the fuck do I ask? It's a wedding. That's a weird thing to go up to other people like, are you also high right now? Like, because what if they're not?
You know what's weird? I don't know if you know this, but I've never smoked weed before.
Really?
I've never been high. And I know people are like, really? Because, you know, I'm fucking drunk. But I just
I like
never,
them both.
I've never, it just never appealed to me for some reason. I just never even was interested. And I saw the damage and destruction alcohol has done to me personally and physically. I was like, why would I want to bring marijuana into the mix? Because I'm probably going to want to do all of it.
Yeah, it depends on the person. Because like for me, I'm a pretty lightweight. Like I won't smoke a lot because I can't, but I still like it because I know my limit. And but also like, it's like, I have to go bowling or go golf or do something alone. I am not a social like stoner, you know, like those people that can just fucking rip a blunt and shoot the shit. Like, if I do, I'm going to stare at my shoelaces for 3 hours.
I just never thought weed culture was cool to me. I never thought it was cool. Like even from an early age to now, I'm like, I don't find it cool. Like Doug Benson, I don't think it's cool. I'm sorry. I just don't find the coolness in it. Like there's no coolness factor. Now people say, oh, marijuana will calm you down. It does wonders, blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, I'm good. I don't need to bring anything else into the mix. I don't need to quit one thing and move on.
That is how I like it. I like it to take a hit. I'll go lay down, turn the TV on, and I know I'm going to be falling asleep soon. That's my move. I did not text anyone on 420 saying happy 420.
That's not,
you know what I mean? Like,
I never thought that was cool. 420. I don't find it
dumb
funny.
As fuck. It's dumb as fuck.
Stupid. And then people treat it like a religion,
right?
Like literally weed. Like who cares? Who gives a fuck?
No, I like my weed the way I like my alcohol, and that's to myself and for my own problems.
Yeah.
Like, that's it.
That's why I knew I was never going to get into the Rogan camp, because I don't really care about weed. So I knew I didn't want to like just start, because there's people that will just start liking UFC comics just to get in good with Rogan. It's okay. They'll go down that route, but I've never been that desperate I had to do that.
Right.
So
see, I like all those things, but
yeah. No, and listen, to each their own, do what you want. I don't give a fuck, but I just more or less, I I kind of like the nobody believing that I've never smoked weed. Because people don't believe me. And I talk about in my stand-up back, I've never had coffee. I've never tasted it.
For real?
Swear to God.
See, that's more surprising than weed. Like, I drink coffee every day, like I need it for my, like, to live.
Drink coffee every day, smoke weed every day. I just know.
So that's the worst. If someone's getting stoned and then drinking coffee as well, it's like, why do either? Sounded like you were fine, and now you're trying to rebalance yourself.
There's two reasons why I don't drink coffee. Number one, I don't like warm beverages. I don't like them at all. Not even hot cocoa or anything. I'm not a big warm beverage guy. You don't have sensitive teeth? No, I just don't like it. I like a nice refreshing drink that's cold.
Okay.
And number two, I had a stepfather who was very abusive.
Well, there's iced coffee.
I just don't like it.
All right, get into your abusive stepfather. Sorry.
My abusive stepfather, who's dead now. Thank you, Lord. He he needed to be dead. It was enough. He treated a lot of people really, really badly, including myself. A lot of physical beatings because of this guy and his narcissism. You weren't allowed to speak to him until he had his coffee. And if you did, he would smack you in the face. So I was like, when I was a young 12-year-old, I go, I'm never going to let a beverage dictate my mood, and I will never drink coffee.
It's amazing.
And I stayed the route. So yeah. And
makes a lot of sense. I don't like people talking to me in the morning either till I have my coffee. So
yeah, this guy was a real piece of shit. And you're supposed to like forgive and forget and move on. And no, fuck him. The best day, I swear to God, when I got the news that he was dead. First of all, this is great. He died during COVID.
This is a happy memory.
He died during COVID, but
recently.
Yeah, it was like right during the shutdowns and all that. So I don't know if he died from COVID. I hope he did, but he my Aunt Sharon went to my mother's grave. She like goes out there and puts flowers and dust off the headstone. And she goes, "Oh, his name was John." He's like, "John's dead," because his grave's right next to hers. She had
no idea. By the way,
no idea he died. And I have this half brother Cody, who's a dick. He picked up a lot of my stepfather's bad habits and like flaws, and it's sad because he was heavily influenced and he was in a weird spot. But we don't talk to him because he's just a dick. So he didn't tell anybody that he died, and basically nobody went to the funeral. And we found out that he had died 3 months prior to that. So, so my aunt calls me. She's like, "Hey, I got some news for you." I'm like, "Yeah, is it good?" She goes, "Well, you might think it is." She goes, your stepdad died." I go, "Really?" That was my reaction. I was like, "From what?" Proof. She's like, "I don't know. I just found out he died 3 months ago. I went to I went to your mom's grave and I noticed he was right next door." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And I was like, "Huh."
Jesus Christ.
I go, "How do you feel about that, Aunt Sharon?" She's like, "I don't know. I'm a little indifferent." And she goes, "I'm surprised I didn't get the call for the funeral. That's surprising." I go, "Yeah, that was kind of weird." She goes, "I know your story." And I go, yeah, it's not a good one. I go, and I remember us going, "You know what? He's where he belongs." And she started laughing. I go, "See, I don't want that reaction. Like when I die, I don't want just people to just be like, who gives a fuck?"
Yeah.
I want crying. I want it all. I want God, we should have helped him more. He obviously was going through something. He had problems. Where was I? I'm being a selfish dick right now.
Yeah, you want all the hindsight. I get it.
I gave him all the accolades. You know what's so funny is Bert's going around now telling everybody that he wants to have a funeral while he's still alive. Have you heard him talk about this?
That is so like,
by the way,
character for him though.
By the way, that was my idea to Bert. We were in Omaha. I swear.
No shit.
Swear to God, we were in Omaha together, and we were day drinking after morning radio. And I said, "You should have like a funeral." And he goes, "That's a great idea." I go, "Yeah." He's like, he goes, "While you're still alive, so you can have Joe talk, Tom talk." He's like, "That's a brilliant idea. that'd be great.
Mhm.
And we were coming up with ideas like Bert's funeral, and you could take all the proceeds, give it to your kids,
Oh
like,
my God.
but I remember
that's-
telling him that. Now he's running around telling like he came up with the idea, but it was from me. I came up with that. That was me. He'll never give
And-
me credit for it.
How much of that do you think he remembers that it was you, or he was just
No.
drunk?
He's just selective memory.
That's fair.
Yeah. I heard him tell a story that I was at that was completely wrong.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
he does that shit all the time. So,
Right.
but yeah,
But
so
he gets away with it because he'll also say, by the way, whatever I'm saying, it's probably the opposite. And then he'll just keep talking.
yeah. If you ask Tracy Morgan, he'll say it never happened. Well, then
Yeah.
it
Did you
probably-
see that and he is entering this area where he is like getting towards the same sort of wealth as Tom. And so they're doing that like different like birthday present trade thing. He just bought Tom a race car,
Yeah.
spent $100,000, and it's like it is funny. It's fucking funny, but no one said it better than like, 'cause I was listening to it and they called the guy who helped like acquire it and set the whole thing up. And the guy literally said like I had a lot of fun doing this, but you guys are clearly at like right at this point where you don't even know what money is anymore.
Yeah.
Because this was a lot of money for like a fake race team. Like, the way that he's like, I was happy to do it for you, but by the way, what the fuck?
What pisses me off, and I'm more angry as I hear how he's treating his openers now, like Dave Williamson and everybody. And when I was opening for him, I had to get my own hotel, like shit like that. Like, and now he's just throwing money around. I'm like, bro, you couldn't get me a hotel when I was opening for you. Now you're staying at the Four Seasons. That's a slippery slope because you're going to lose connection with your audience when you're flaunting around money, because Bert's audience is the common man, the everyday man, the landscaper. And if they see you, getting off private planes with your Rolex, they're not going to be connected to you anymore. And that's not how you came up. So he's walking a real fine line there.
Yeah. But it's so interesting though, because I think Tom does it so much better.
Yeah. And there's a sense of mystery there. And he does, and Joe Rogan too. Like Joe Rogan flies private everywhere, but
Joe Rogan does it the best.
Yeah, but you never see him coming off a private jet.
Of course not.
Where Bert has the film, he has a film crew filming him walking in and out.
Yeah. So absolutely.
I got my problems with him, man. I got some serious issues. We're gonna have to. We're gonna run into each other one day, and he's gonna have to talk it out with me.
I think that would be awesome.
Because you were hanging out with us, so we were friends, and the success. I don't fall in line. Like just because you're the headliner, it doesn't matter. Like I'm gonna treat you like a comic. I don't give a fuck if your name's on the marquee. I'm not gonna just kiss your ass. And he had a big problem with that.
It's weird that he wouldn't introduce you by your name to people like that. That seems weird.
What do you mean?
Didn't you say like he'd be like, oh, this is my opener, instead of like, hey, like I'm also just Chad.
Yeah. Yeah. So
it doesn't, whatever.
I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It left a bad taste in my mouth. And the fact that he went ahead and blocked me on all social media, it's just like, come on, dude. And
that's surprising.
Yeah. I was like, you're a baby. Just don't be a baby. And,
right.
and the sad thing is if I had something to offer you, you would be all over me. If I had like a big podcast, but I don't. And these problem is some of these comics, if they're not comfortable in their own skin, they see you as the opener. And that's how they see you forever. Like a guy like Florentine and Godfrey, I'm like, that's my fucking friend. He's a comic. So I don't know. I'm just venting on the podcast.
There's no way that like it's just, it still just doesn't make sense. Cause like, what is that? Like, there's no way that is you feel threatened by this person. So that's the way you treat them. I think it's more of like, you're so into yourself that you can't take a step back to realize how you're handling your situations. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah. But Bert will also do this, and like he said, he'll deny it, but he did it. he deleted the podcast I was on. I was on his podcast, and he went out of his way and just deleted it because that's pretty petty. It's pretty. Ooh, you got me.
It's rough. Apparently, he gave Ari the okay to release the podcast that they did together when Ari dosed him. So I don't know when that'll come out, but that'd be interesting. But like, why take so long?
Because he's a baby. he's a baby.
It's definitely not cool to do that. But I think like,
dude, that's what Ari does.
Of course.
Ari, when I was on Punch Drunk, he goes, can I see your laptop? I'm like, yeah, here. He immediately starts tweeting,
doing whatever.
I hate black people. Black people suck. And under my account, because I left it open, and I'm getting fucking text messages. Andre Knott, you remember Andre Knott, the Indians dude, the radio guy?
Yeah.
He's black. He texts me like, "What the fuck, dude?" Right. I go, "It's not me. It's Ari Shaffir. It's like he's fucking with me." And then he tried to put me on blast on Twitter because of it. I go, "This isn't me. I didn't do this." So
it's not me. Yeah.
But Ari does that is what I don't know. So but I wasn't a baby about it. Like, Ari, you're a fucking dick. I'm not talking to you for a year.
Like, well, the thing is like on that same subject where I think he saw like that opportunity for people to like rally behind him for something. Right.
Yeah.
Because like, it's not cool to do that. But however, whenever Joey Diaz gave Bert's dad weed popcorn without his dad knowing, that's also not cool. But that was never an issue. It was never a problem. In fact, it was funny to share with people, and it was a funny story.
So he selectively chooses.
Yeah.
And there's that level of hypocrisy there. Okay, whatever. I'll see you one day, pal. I'll see you one day, and it'll be unavoidable. You're gonna have to talk it out. I'm not gonna fight him or anything, but we're gonna talk. We're gonna have a conversation because man to man. Anyways,
awesome.
That was the podcast. Rack me. Tyler, you got anything you want to plug?
No, sir. Actually, we gotta figure out this merch soon because it's right now it's pretty much good to go. It's very, very basic stuff, just dealing with Monday with Mazers or sit down Zumock, that sort of stuff. If anyone has any ideas for merch, reach out, let us know, and we'll add it to the store. And I'm gonna give the information to Chad, and he can share the store with everyone whenever he feels like it.
Whenever I feel like it. Feel like it. If you're in Winter Haven, the former home of the Cleveland Indians minor league team, or not, I think they played there.
Winter Haven. Yeah, that sounds right. Mm-hmm.
I will be there at the Laugh Out Loud Lounge Friday and Saturday headlining, and I'm killing it right now, Tyler. My stand-up is on point. So please come out and see me. And if you're on my Patreon, send me a DM. I will put you on the list because your kiss is on my lips. Anyways, go download Hall & Oates' greatest hits. For Tyler, I'm Chad Zumock, the captain. That's a wrap.